We are here. We're back. How you doing, everybody? We are live for the afternoon, the last hour of the trading day. How you doing, everybody? It's Uncle Bruce here. 3 o'clock Eastern Time, Friday, as we're setting up the last hour of the day. Welcome back, one and all. Some of you folks are having trouble earlier today trying to put messages on here, I guess. Don't know what the glitch was, but it seems to be working now. So here we are. What can I say? We have the markets. We're down 169 on the Dow. That's actually an improvement, but still, still down. We're down 40 on S&P, and we're down 156 on the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ is the big loser today with a 1% drop. S&P down 0.9%, not far behind. The Dow only down 0.49, and it has been the downward leader up until today. So, when we have down days, the Dow is usually the worst performer. Now it's the best performer. This is, however, quadruple witching day. So we have all kinds of futures expiring tonight, well, in the next hour. And so there could be quite a few gyrations here on different things. Oil right now down 52 cents. I'm just noticing. For oil, $72 a barrel. Yeah, we're gonna have to see how this works out here today, because between now and the bell, there's going to be a lot of whipsaw action as index funds and hedge funds and ETFs and mutual funds and pension funds rebalance their portfolios to a degree. Some will be big rebalances, some will be very tiny little adjustments. You might have a scenario where you have a portfolio with 1 million shares of Apple, and they add 10,000 shares to the portfolio. And in the same account, they have 1 million Amazon, and they sell 5,000 shares of Amazon. We're talking, in some cases, very slight, nothing burger transactions. But in other cases, we may have scenarios where we have large positions in, or fairly good positions in GameStop or other stocks, new stocks, growth stocks, companies that have just been added to the S&P or removed, or sub-indexes. A lot of adjustments are always done in the sub-indices, which could be the retail sector, the IT sector, the computer chip sector, automotive, industrial, you name it. I mean, there's probably there could be 100 different sub indices out there for all the other indices, and so you have all these funds out there that track foreign and domestic and high yielding and high growth and you name it portfolios. These guys have to readjust, and so when you have, in effect, maybe 1,000 different entities adjusting portfolios all in the last hour, and as these prices shift, more adjustments are made, it kind of creates its own wave of crap. And so you just get this big turnover of assets happening in the last hour of trading. Some will take place right up till the bell, and sometimes you don't know. You can't figure out what the heck is going on. So I just giving you the old heads up that we may see some whipsaw action here on this market. Now, on the stocks we're following on this channel with my wonderful viewers, Rocket Lab, for example, had an interesting day. It was as low as 1529 today, just short of noon hour Eastern time. It is now at 1581. So it's come up like 52 cents from the low of the day. It's only down 8 cents right now. We were just in positive territory about 10 to 15 minutes ago for a few moments, but we're just now skirting the break-even line here. We've only been as high as 16.15 today. So if this stock were to jump 20 cents and get us to $16, we'd be within 15 cents of the high today. So it wouldn't take much. If there's any kind of a buy wave coming of anticipation or buying interest for the longer term, it might happen in the next hour. That could pop the stock higher on the day. We did have a last hour run yesterday. If you were here, you may have noticed yesterday we were really quiet all day long, when all of a sudden in the last half an hour we took a shot. We went from something like 1508 and we went up to 16. What was that price? Here it is right here, 16. 39 in like 15 minutes. Then we backed off a bit. And then this morning, 15.29, back way off. And now we're coming on again. So go figure with this Rocket Lab. This stock is capable. We already know it can go up $5 in one day. It's done it already. It can do it at any time. So watch out, kids. This is a powder keg. 15.82, down 7 cents. SoFi, it's down 31 cents right now, and it is a frustration, to say the least, to be involved here, because those of you who watch me all the time, you know how optimistic I am about this company. I really like a lot about this thing, and a lot of analysts like it. This stock, it really gets whacked around a lot, and I'm kind of wondering, is today one of those days that it's going to get swacked by the quadruple nonsense going on? I don't know. Stock futures expiring and all kinds of stuff. So there might be just all kinds of shenanigans happening here. Remember also, I failed to mention this when I was talking to you about quadruple witching. You and I are, when you hear me talk about the markets in plain English, I am talking to you guys about what's happening on the Dow, the S&P 500, the NASDAQ, the major indexes mainly. I don't follow over-the-counter stocks, as you know. I don't follow much in the way of foreign entities because my plate is full with what I'm following here. The other thing I don't follow, and I can't follow for you, is I can't talk to you about the derivatives market, the off-the-market shenanigans that are going on. And I can only tell you what I'm aware of and what I read from time to time, which is there's probably as much money flying around between hedge funds globally. Remember, they have about $4 trillion hedge funds. There are 3,000 of them at least globally. $4 trillion that they manage. Some of them only buy and sell stock in the Dow Jones. They only buy stock in NASDAQ or S&P, or London Exchange or Frankfurt or Tokyo or Hong Kong, the listed markets. But a lot of them trade quite heavily and aggressively in many, many other instruments that are calibrated and customized for these players. And if you've ever watched the movie The Big Short, where they talk about the 2008 market housing crisis in the United States, and you watch that movie with Steve Carell and all those guys, where they were betting against the housing market with credit default swaps. These are derivatives. You can't buy and sell a credit default swap on the New York Stock Exchange. They don't exist. But there are all kinds of instruments like this out there everywhere in the world, and any wager you want to make regarding a credit default swap, you can make, or one will be created for you. A market will be created for you. And it'll be the investment bankers in New York and in Zurich, Switzerland, and Frankfurt, and London, and Tokyo. They will be more than happy to help you deal with and gamble with all kinds of exotic, complicated investments. These are also very dependent on what's happening now in the last hour. So there's a lot of betting going on, a lot of wagering going on between hedge funds as to what is going to happen in the next 51 minutes between now and the bell. So they watch the markets. They react to the markets. There are winners and losers based on what the markets will do in the next hour. We won't see it. We won't necessarily feel it, but we might notice some activity on some shares that either we follow directly or we just know of, or we'll hear of a stock that gyrated wildly in the last hour. We'll hear about it later tonight or on Monday. And those are shares affected by the quadruple witching. I also keep mentioning the China problem. I keep mentioning this to you guys, and I'm not kidding. This is a serious issue. There are hedge funds around the world who are going to get wiped out big time because of the China problem. And it's probably going to be a whole bunch of Asian-based hedge funds. Now, On the one hand, you might go, so what? I don't care. If they go under, they go under. Unfortunately, we do have to care because in many cases, these hedge funds, they do trade derivatives, but they might only trade a third of their business in derivatives or a half or whatever. And the rest of their business is tied to the markets, the listed markets. And this is something we have to be wary of because, as you recall, about 3-4 months ago, I mentioned the one private hedge fund that blew up and caused a sensation for several weeks, where Credit Suisse lost billions, J.P. Morgan almost lost billions, and all of these banks were caught with were caught off guard as to how bad off this one private hedge fund was that everybody thought was solvent. And next thing you know, we realized, oh my God, they were leveraged 40-1 on their investment. There could well be hundreds of hedge funds that have exposure to China that they cannot get out from underneath of, where they're already caught with their hand in the cookie jar. They're over leveraged on this stuff. And with the Chinese government putting $14 billion US cash today into their own domestic bond market to try to stabilize things, that's a telltale sign that something's up. The governments generally don't, like the People's Bank of China, as a normal course of business, does not put money into its own bond market. That's the most conservative place for money to go in China, and the government of China doesn't usually bail out the bond market. But when it has to do this, what we're talking about today, this is bad news. This is an indication that the problem in China is much deeper than previously thought. This could be the tip of the iceberg, because usually it is. The Chinese government doesn't solve anything in one big swoop. They try to calm things down and keep people calm and mitigate and moderate any wild gyrations in the market. I tell you that after tonight, with the last of this quadruple witching hour, a whole bunch of settlements have to be made, a bunch of debts have to be paid, a bunch of IOUs come due. Winners and losers have to pay off, collect or pay. And what I'm wondering about is how many of these thousands of unique hedge funds are caught with their hand in the cookie jar with respect to the China issue that is getting worse and worse. We know about the China issue firsthand if you look at Alibaba stock or any of these other Chinese investment deposit receipts that are trading in the United States markets. We see the problems they're having there. We see how the SEC is insisting on more clarity, more, divulge your positions, who's who in the zoo. They don't want to do it. This is just the public markets. Now the off-balance sheet transactions, the non-market trading position, are probably 10 times as large and cover, like I say, gazillions. So there is a whole lot of shorting and put writing and derivative playing going on here that could be hundreds of billions of dollars having to be settled out. And we're going to find out probably in the next week or 2 or 3. We're going to probably start noticing and hearing about, so-and-so securities or such and such investment bank in Hong Kong wrote off $2 billion in a bad loan because of hedge fund blah. And then, a Tokyo-based entity will announce write-offs. And then maybe a Beijing bank will talk about issues. I mean, we may see more Chinese government investment into its own bond market to stabilize, and on and on and on we go. What we are aware of already is that, again, this is easily determined. Bond prices for junk bonds in China have plummeted, which means the yields have gone sky high because they are not paying interest on these bonds, and so these bonds are technically defaulted, and this debit balance just now compounds interest on interest on interest, and we're talking not a couple of $1 million, hundreds of billions of dollars. This is becoming a huge nightmare, and the default rate will split and multiply out. And now now I'm expecting hedge funds to start getting caught in this mess too. So That also is going on in the hedge fund business. So we have to. I wanted to kind of give you this quadruple witching thing. This next 45 minutes is huge. It's really big. You don't see the world changing all around you, but there's stuff happening out there. Computer terminals are going nuts right now. Rocket Lab, just to get back to our stocks, down 13 cents at 1576. SoFi down 29 to 1521. And GameStop down 418 to 202.19. Hopefully, these three stocks are not caught in any nonsense with regards to the derivative markets, but they could be. And they could be affected because other investments that the funds have been making are really going sour, and they have to sell these shares to cover bets, to raise cash to cover their payoffs. I don't know. And is it today, or is it on Monday, or is it on Tuesday, or is it ever? Don't know. The only way we'll know is just watch the markets and see how they perform. Matterport having a wonderful time. 22.21 up $1.12 today. Volume on Matterport has been pretty nice, 5.4 million shares. If you take about $22 a share today as an average trading price per share, multiply it by how many shares are trading today, we're talking about $130 million in stock that has been bought and sold today. That's how much turnover has happened today on Matterport. The company is a $5.3 billion market cap company now, and it's trading over 130 million of its stock today. So that's a good turnover. This is, again, a sign of the company becoming more known in the marketplace. More and more traders are becoming comfortable playing the stock. Even day traders are quite happy. Now I believe it wouldn't be surprising to me to see thousands of day traders buying and selling 1,000 shares at a time, trying to scoop a dime. Buy 1,000, sell for 10 cents more, scoop $100. Sell 1,000, buy it back for 10 cents less, scoop $100. Day traders will do that with stocks that give the liquidity, and of course there are the favorites, and Matterport is now becoming part of that crowd too, which adds liquidity, adds momentum. If the company comes out with a press release, which they are noted for, they're very good at this, it's possible that we may see quite a bit more volume pick up on Matterport over the next few weeks and months, and see 10 to 15 million shares a day changing hands. The stock will go will go higher. It'll fluctuate too. It'll also have those up and down days, which again, with heavy volume is all right. If you have a 15 million volume and you have a down day and then 15 million volume the next day and it's an up day, traders love that. They love the waves, and they'll get in there and get out there surfing it. They'll ride the wave for a while until they get kicked off. So for you as option writers, there's also potential for you as well. So I'm excited about that. 22.32 up $1.23 on Matterport. ME is up a dime to 8.19, just backing off a little bit from its high today. It did reach 8.30, 11 cents higher. Now backing up a little bit on 891,000, but it is a positive move finally after a few hours of being underwater. Smart Rent is down now. It was up this morning, and it was down around 11 o'clock. Then it was up again at around 1 o'clock. Then it's down again, up again. Right now it's underwater, 19 cents on the downside, 140,000 shares traded. We got a nothing burger going on here. Spire, what a day on Spire. I left you at about, 11:30 Eastern time is when I said my goodbyes. We were just kind of, coming around here, 11:45 at the time, something like that. The stock took a shot to $14.79 in 40 minutes without me. As soon as I went off the air, they jumped on the stock, waiting for me to get off the air. The stock took a shot to $14.39. I don't know why. I don't know how. It's now traded 5.7 million shares. I don't know how. I don't know why. I don't know who. It's backed off from that level. Still at $12.55. It's up $1.14 on the day. What a week this stock has had. Last week, it was sitting around. What was it, about 9.95, and then on September 13th got down to 9.30, 9.20 even. Then on the 14th, it was around 9.22, 9.40 range. The 15th, it started the 9.50 level. And then on the 16th, it just took off. It went right from there to 1150. Took a real shot. 1230 back to 1170, hitting a high on the 16th of 1269, then backed off on the 17th to 1047. And now here we are again today, 14. I mean, just $9 to $14 this week on Spire. 5.6 million. Now, of course, Spire is buying Exact, what's it called? Exact Earth, the Canadian company. I have trouble with that name. I don't know why I can't remember. Exact Earth. Anyway, they're buying it, and the street likes it. The street likes the deal very much. Remember, all the shareholders of Exact Earth will now become shareholders of Spire because they're getting 1/10 of a Spire share for every share they have. So if they have 100, they're going to have 10. If they have 1,000, they're going to have 100. So they're all going to become shareholders of Spire. They're all getting a bunch of cash from Spire for their stock. They're going to take the cash from their stock and buy Spire stock so that they still own shares in the company that they had. You see what I mean? So in theory, if all the Exact Earth people take every dollar they get, which that won't happen, but let's say they did. They took every dollar they got from Spire. They turned around and put it back into Spire stock on top of the 1/10 of the shares they have. They'd own like 30% of the company, but they'd have to buy 30% of the company to get it. And this is where I think this is a really neat looking deal because we may find that there's 10, 20 million shares wanted by the Exact Earth shareholders in Spire from the money they're getting from Spire. So theoretically, it's kind of like a giant share buying program where Spire is handing out money to the Exact Earth shareholders who are turning around and buying Spire stock back with the money on top of the 1/10 of a share they're getting for every share they had. So this way they get back to how many shares they used to have in Spire, in Exact Earth, but now inside Spire Exact Earth, the combined company. This could be what is the market is thinking about here. The market is going, yeah. There's all kinds of buying coming in here because it's going to take 3 months to close this deal, and this is coming up. And I wouldn't be surprised if a bunch of the Exact Earth people are selling their shares on the open market in Canada, taking the cash, turning around, and just buying Spire right now. They're not waiting for the deal. See what I'm saying? Because the shares have gone up in value in Canada due to the successful merger arrangement that's being done. Because it was done at a premium, they're getting mostly cash, so the shares will trade at a much closer value to the actual deal itself. And these Exact Earth shareholders are probably thinking, I'm not going to wait to buy Spire in 3 months, because by then it could be $20 a share. I'll buy it here at, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'll buy it here now, and I won't even have my shares to submit for the takeover. I won't bother being a shareholder on record date at all. I'll take my gain right now and jump into Spire here they could have bought it this morning at 11.50, and they were selling it at 14 and making another $3 a share on this deal. I mean, this could be what's going on. A lot of trading going on all of a sudden, millions of shares trading hands. The street likes the deal, analysts like the deal, and obviously the market likes this deal because this stock is picking up steam. It's good for you guys because this isn't a deal being done at $8 to $10 a share. It's getting done here, and it's moving the market, and it could well be that Spire reaches $15, $20 in not too long a time frame. Every day we get closer to the closing out of the deal, the higher the shares will go. Thank you very much. 1280. Last trade on Spire, up $1.39. ATIP, jumping about, has been mainly lower today. The low of the day was 363, the high 379. We've only had a 16-cent spread. We're all waiting for one thing, just one thing, the appointment and announcement of the hiring of the new CEO. It's what it's all about. So we wait, and those of you smart enough, I think, to buy it here will be very well rewarded. You have to look at this stock like a stock option. You have to look at these shares just like a stock option. Pretend that this is a $365 stock option, but instead of having to pay $365 for one contract, you can buy one share for $3.65, or 10 for $36, or 100 for $3.65, or 1,000. Up to you how much money you want to put into this thing. My guess is you'll easily double your money from here to where it's going. I think easily $7.50 a share is attainable within the year. But could it be within a quarter? That is the kicker. That is the exciting part about this deal, because if they announce a new CEO Monday morning, and within 2 weeks the CEO makes all kinds of announcements and policy announcements and changes, the excitement on that deal alone could pop this thing to $455. Then the CEO a month from now starts bringing out deals, merger deals, which is coming. Trust me, ATIP will become a much larger operator of physiotherapy centers. Thousands more will be added to this company's portfolio. It's only a matter of time. The street gets that kind of vibe and goes, oh, this is an up-and-coming growing company. Then it'll go from $5.50 to $7.50. And then the street will say, all right, for the stock to go any higher now, you got to show me results. Show me that you can hire the personnel that you needed. Show me you can generate the revenue you said you could generate. Prove to us that you are worthy, and we'll take you to $12.50. So that's where I'm at on this one. It's a tough one, though. It's the toughest buy to make is on a stock you're down on. That's the hardest stock to buy. The toughest stock to sell is the one you're really up on. That's the way it is. Human nature. Sextera up 44 cents to $9.34. We were higher. We got up to $9.51, but couldn't hold that level. That was around 2 o'clock this afternoon. Still, though, holding a nice gain of 44 cents, only 400,000 shares. Over at AMC, down $1.58 to 44.46. We've gone from that 51.52 neighborhood on Monday all the way down here to 44. It's not been a good week for AMC. AMC has had an attempt at rally, but 52.53 Monday, Tuesday, went down badly on the 14th, came back a little bit, 15.16 on the 15th, and the 16th it came back, and now it's down again. So it's at the low of the week. And 44 million traded today, not enough to support this price. Robinhood up 42 cents, make that 52 cents at 42.47. Vanek Vectors was down over 5 today. It was at a low of 269 today, 269.97, back now to 271.19, still down 467 on the units. The high was 276 just yesterday, and it's going to go higher. I mean, it's near its all-time high. It's just going to keep going higher. I've been talking to you about this one now. I have recommended this unit for 6 months. Back in February, March, I recommended it. Back in February, March, it was sitting around, I don't know, where was it here? What was it? Show me here. 229, 230, 240. It got us low in May as about around 223. Just touched it, and now it's 271. So if you bought this when I told you to buy it, you're up and you're going to get richer. It's as simple as that. A Home Depot, $337.20, up 81 cents. That's done well since I recommended that. IBM at a 68 cent down dip right now at 135.75. I believe in this company. I believe in the management. I believe in the upside. I believe that the split coming up this fall will be a good thing. I think the shares will hit new all-time highs. I think 170.75 is in the realm of possibility. But the market is not saying that, is it? The market is saying, nope, 135 today. That's all we're going to pay you. That's all we're going to give you, 135. We're not going to pay you the big, not going to put the big bucks on it. And it might be because the company just has not come clean with a definitive split discussion. They have not given us the goods on exactly what this means and how it's going to happen. And I think until then, the street's just going to go, hey, we believe you, but we don't trust you. Show us the deal, and then we'll talk. But right now, we got other things to fry, and we're not interested. We're going to look elsewhere. But the stock could go up $20 in one day when the details are announced. I just don't know what day that is. What can I say? Dow is down 179.99. We're down 41 on the S&P. We're down 164 on NASDAQ. NASDAQ is down 1.08%, S&P down 0.94, Dow down 0.52. That's where we're at. Microsoft off $5, and that still is a gain on the week because it's at $300. It was just under $300 a week or so ago. Apple down 283, still negative at 145.96. Apple has hit a high so far of 157, so it's now $11 off its high. Those of you out there who missed it the last time it backed off, about 6 months ago, you missed it. It went down and then it came all the way back. You're down again. Can you handle it? Can you buy call contracts on Apple in the money is what I'd recommend you do. Picking up maybe 130s, 125s, 6, 8 a year out, like way out there. Get most of the money you put on this contract, make it book value, make very little of it premium. That can give you a nice fat return on your money. But you gotta be willing to step up for it, and it's easier said than done. I totally get it. Psychologically difficult. Tesla down $1. Bed Bath & Beyond up 29 cents. BlackBerry down 16. Royal Caribbean up $1.15. 83.69. Again, this one is a perfect stock to buy put contracts on, I think, but long term into next year. This stock does not justify this price, but that's just me. Goldman Sachs 390.101 down 567. The low of the day of 394. Can't be. It's at 391. How could that have been the low? 388. There it is. It's updating now. 388 was the low of the day. 388.84. 388.84. It's recovered a couple of bucks. The high, 52-week high is 400. Here we go. $420 a share is the 52-week high. This stock is $30 below the high of the year, which was set just like a couple weeks ago. This is a bargain, an absolute bargain. But you have got to buy in the money calls out there with as little premium as possible, and they're not cheap. You got to have $3,000 to $6,000 to get a decent priced contract for just one. You got $10,000, you might be able to get 2 or 3 of these contracts. I think you'll be very happy in 6 months from now. You'll go, whoa, am I glad I did that? I bought it, I forgot about it, I just did that. Or you can buy a contract good for next year in the money with very little premium on it and write covered calls against those calls. Poor man covered call strategies and bring in some income. You can do that too. But you need a little bit of capital to do it. So there you go. Okay, there it is. That is the deal. We're into the last hour of quadruple witching. 27 minutes left in the day. We'll follow all the crazy gyrations as best we can. Carter Cole, thank you for the $2 donation. Evan, super sticker for $1.49. Thank you. Appreciate it. Always nice to see that. Carter, also $1.49 super sticker earlier. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. It's all good. What is going on here? Let's see. Am I missing any comments I should be reading? Or are these just dirty stories between friends? What's going on? Let's go here. Anti-PC. I made 300% on Matterport call today. And drumroll, I made a spur-of-the-moment put on IRNT yesterday when it was at $40. I thought the expiry was October, but it was today instead. No pressure. I timed the dip just right, cashed out today for $930. It's amazing to me how many of you guys make mistakes and still win. It's amazing. Well done, says Michael. Very nice. Let's see here. Let's go. Let's see what else is going on here. Well, Max says something interesting. If ATIP has labor problems, it may be a long-term fix regardless. That's true. It could be. Although I seem to recall reading something about 4, 5, 6 weeks ago when the problem was mentioned in that last earnings call, that they are already well underway with the hiring program, that they were already resolving it. But, proof's in the pudding, isn't it? Absolutely. All right. Let's go. Let's see here. Let's see. Let's go here. Uncle Bruce, I am thinking of writing Spire Global, February 18th, 2022, $20 put with a premium of 11.50. What are your thoughts on that idea? So Spire is trading right now at what is it, 13.21? I'm not sure if it was trading 13.21 when you made this message, but we're in the neighborhood. Let's suppose 11.50 on a 20. So you would be committing 8.50 to buy Spire. I call that an opportunity. I'd make that trade. Yeah, I would write that put contract and take in 11.50. Yeah, and be prepared to pay 8.50 for Spire, which is now 13.22. Yeah, I like that deal. I'm surprised it's that good a deal. Yeah, a Rocket Lab coming back. Go, go, go. It's down 29 cents. Come on, man. I'm not going to talk about IBM calls anymore, says Michael. I'm not doing it. What else going on? I was afraid to buy GameStop when it was down, grab some, but I had done what my heart wanted to do. I'd have made a lot more than I did. I'm buying more ATIP and averaging down soon to below 6, right on. Let's see. Uncle Bruce, Mirko. Hey, Uncle Bruce, I own 10 calls. Spire, strike $10. November of this year. I'm up 180% right now. Should I roll them or just ride them a bit longer? Any suggestions? Just sit tight and let it keep going. You ain't seen nothing yet. This is only the beginning. The reason I say so is that the stock's now 13.10. You're 3.10 in the money now. I think when you wrote this, you were 2 something in the money. You're now 3.10 in the money. Let this thing go. This hasn't done anything yet. The all-time high is 14.79. I think 16 to 18 is the target right now for this thing. That's where I'm kind of guessing it's heading for. So if you're getting to $16 a share, you got $6 book value plus maybe $1.50 premium, $2. You get $7.50, $8 coming your way. It goes a little higher to 18. You got yourself a $9.50 contract, maybe a $10 contract. That's where you can take a look, Mirko, at making a move right now. Right now, take this run, cash this in, like take this money, let this happen, let this wealth build, because this stock is really looking good right now. 5.8 million shares today. And as I say, I think there's a lot of money coming into this stock from the folks over at the other side, the Exact Earth. See, I can't remember the name. I have to keep looking at the name of that company. Exact Earth. I have a feeling that the Exact Earth shareholders are so happy with this deal. They're so delighted the way this is going that I bet you they are selling other stock they have to buy more Spire than they owned in the first place, if you catch my drift. So they're selling their Exact Earth stock, getting extra cash, adding it to the pot, and buying a bunch of the Spire because they're thinking it's going to 20. They're thinking 20 or higher because they know how good Exact Earth is. Now it's going to be part of Spire, and so it's just going to add fuel to the fire. So yeah, I think you're going higher on this one. All right. I bought a handful of ATIP January 2023 250 calls for $1.75 premium of 75 cents. Couldn't resist such a deal. So, yeah, $1.75 right on. Yeah. I think that's I think you're going to be just fine. Just think about this. If the stock goes to $7.50, you have a $5 book value contract plus the time, which of course is probably $2 at least. You got a what do you got? A $4.50 $5 contract on your hands. Nice. I like that play. Let's see. I need Matterport to hit a good $40 to make up my losses on short-term calls. All righty. Let's see here. Anti-PC saying something very smart here. I found that out today, Michael. Having the patience to wait for that perfect moment to cash out is hard. I almost cashed out 3 times during the day today. It is tough. That's why you make the big bucks when you make them. That's how it is. That's the way it goes. All right. What else is going on? Let's go here. Oh man, where am I? Here I am here, trying to keep up with everything here. ATIP January 23rd calls for $1. What a deal. And here, yeah, Goldman just purchased Green Sky, which serves 50%. That's right. We mentioned that yesterday. I didn't mention how high it went, but we mentioned that deal. And here we go. As Bruce says, when they announce the CEO, if the CEO has any street cred, and I can tell you, the number one shareholder of ATIP is a huge hedge fund. It's a $75 billion hedge fund. They have over $1 billion into this deal that they're down on right now. They're down over $1 billion, or is it more on ATIP? I think it's $1 billion on ATIP. They have 1 billion reasons why the CEO is going to be the right person for this job. And it's been about a month that the old one got punted. And so they're taking their time to bring in the right candidate. And they have 1 billion reasons why this candidate has to be the right candidate. And I'll take a bet with these guys. I would be willing to wager money at 360 something a share if I were buying stock. Yeah, I'd go with these guys. That's my hunch. All right, let's see here. What else is going on? What else are you talking about out here? I grabbed. Samuel says I grabbed 917 Matterport 2250 calls this morning. Ended up with 100%. We'll take those. That's wild. That is wild, man. Where are we at now? Matterport 2279 up $1.70. We're only down 20 cents on Rocket Lab now. GameStop at 204.31 down 206. Yep, ME 829 up 20 cents. Thank you. Spire 1323 up $1.82. Nice. All right. Let's see. Let's see here. Where are we at? Hi, Uncle Bruce. I decided to take a very healthy gain on Matterport, and we'll use it to average down on ME, ATIP, and SoFi. Probably more GameStop too. Can't resist. Am I brave, wise, or daft? There's nothing wrong with cashing out on a winner and then picking up the companies that you've liked all along that are cheap. It's a smart move. If you do that all the time, if you find your 5, 10, 15 favorite stocks and you sell out at the highs and buy back at these lows, rolling, you just get richer and richer. It takes discipline to do it. But yes, there you go. Sorry, I'm late. Are we taking profits on Matterport, January calls, or holding? It depends what you want to do. There are people who are sitting on Matterport $10, $12.50 Matterport calls, some 15s. And right now they're sitting on $12 book value, $12.80 book value, $10.30 book value, $7.80 book value. They're using this opportunity to cash in and turn around and buy Matterport stock to acquire hundreds of shares to make sure you get 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, and now write call options against your Matterport. Now's the time. This is the moment. So if you're going to write 20s, 2250s, or 25s for either October or December would be my recommendations. Now is the time to consider doing it if you have enough equity in your contracts to turn around and pick off 100 share units of Matterport. So that's a possibility. Now others are thinking, well, I have contracts on Matterport for January. I'm going to sell those. I'm going to buy April's, or I'm going to buy June's or July. I'm going to go further out. So I might offload my 1250s or 15s, and I'm going to pick up now 25s or 2250s, but I'm only going to use half the money. The half the dough I'm going to put into next year further out 25s, and I'll have just as many calls as I have now, or I'll have a few more perhaps. The rest of the dough I'm going to leave as dry powder to see what else I do. On the other hand, a number of you have been saying, I'm going to sell these calls and I'm going to cash them all in, and I'm going to use this cash to write put contracts against Matterport. That's what I'm going to do. Or I'm going to write put contracts on Rocket Lab or SoFi, and I'm going to do it that way. I want premium to be paid to me to write a put contract. I want the market. I'll write, say, $25 Matterports or $22.50 Matterport puts or $20 Matterport puts. Good for December or January or further out. I want a fat premium on top of the book value, and I'm prepared to buy the stock at. I'm prepared to buy Matterport at 20 if you give me some money up front. They're doing that, and I think that's a smart move too. So DQ, there's a lot going on here, a ton going on here. Mickey, PVX new member, thank you for joining this channel and this gang of incredible viewers, where we are scheming all kinds of ways to make money in this market. Even if the market doesn't want to go up, we still make money anyway by doing a lot of contract work, option work, writing calls, buying stocks on sale, learning how the market works, figuring out the psychology of the market. Welcome to the gang here. It's nice to have you here. 2279, 2278 on Matterport, 1392 on Spire, going higher. It's going higher. I tell you, there's money coming into Spire right now. Okay, let's see. China real estate market, it could well be collapsing. Exactly. It's ugly. I'm kicking myself a little bit, says AB. If I had sold my 10 Rocket Lab January 12 and a halves when it was 20-ish this year, and I bought them back after the pullback, I'd have $4,000 to buy 1 to 200 shares of Spire, $15 November calls at 2040. But you know, what are you gonna do? We're not perfect. We make the calls we have when with Facebook. We see what we have. We have to make a call. Now, Rocket Lab had a $5 run that just was second to none, and the stock took a shot. You know, we all thought, wow, is this it? I mean, I was even telling you guys, write puts on Rocket Lab, 2250s, 20s, start writing puts. It didn't last long up there, so those of you who did write puts, you could be buying them back here for very little money. Now it's Matterport's turn, but Matterport doesn't seem to be a one-shot to 2021. It seems to be solidifying its hold here and accelerating its growth, looking great. 2278 on Matterport. But Rocket Lab is 1568. That's where it's at. That's what we got. But you know what it's capable of. You all know that Rocket Lab at any time could pop $5 a share. So we just, you're sitting on a powder keg here. Keep an eye. GameStop just went positive, by the way. It's up a penny at 206.38. Took a bit of a shot here. It too is coming on. Remember, we're into the last 13 minutes of trading during quadruple witching hour. It's happening right now. There could be some real swings on some stocks that either we watch, follow, own, and track. The Dow is still down 185. It's not going anywhere. S&P down 41.9. NASDAQ down 148. So the markets are essentially in the same neighborhood they've been at the last hour now. So let's see what happens. I don't know. Let's see. Mickey, I've been lurking for long enough. Portfolio results earned Uncle B a membership. Well, thank you guys. Appreciate that. Make money, guys. Chris, Condi, Uncle Bruce, should I cash out my Matterport calls? I'm seeing at 140% gain, or should I wait? January 22's $15 strike. That's what I got right now. So your Matterport is 2278. It's approaching the high of the day again. 2288 for the high. It's at 2280 right now. It's doing great. You are now 780 in the money. Beautiful. Just absolutely beautiful. I don't see the stock crashing. I do see the possibility of, fluctuating prices. That it's only natural. But by how much and how fast and when and all that, can't say. But you can take a look at a scenario where, well, if you can get enough of a price on these calls and you can cash in, what are you sitting on again? You're sitting on January's? If you can bring in enough cash on the Januaries, where are we here? January 22. There we go. See if I can get my machine to work for me. It's being a little jittery. So you got $15 Jan. So you're 8 to 840, at least 8 to 840 right now. Bid ask, and my quote might be a little late. Still, selling these and buying the stock and now writing calls against it, or selling these and now writing a cash covered put contract might be your next move. Could be something to consider. If you want to write a put contract against this stock for, say, December, you could write a 2250, which is, just around the money here. You could bring in $360 a share. in premiums. So being paid $360 to pay $22.50, you're offering to pay $18.90 for the stock. If the shares stay above $22.50 between now and December 17th, you keep all $360 a share. So there's some more upside for you. If you want to write 25s, you'll get paid about $520, which means you're still paying $19.80. You're not getting as good a deal. You might want to do the $22.50. This is for December. If you want to do January's and increase your payout a little bit, well, you could get $420 for the $22.50s for January the 21st. Now you're putting up, 1830. If you want to write the 25s, you're still not getting quite $6. So I'm not sure if that's worth it. 20s, you would get $275, and you'd be on the hook for $17.25 to buy the stock. So if you're comfortable paying $17.25 if the stock dips, you would write the $20 puts for January. But more premium, you want more premium, you got to go with a higher price. So there's a couple of thoughts for you. Cashing out these calls, taking the cash, saying thank you very much, may I have another, and then either buying stock and writing calls or writing cash secured puts might be a way to go. I cashed out of two calls out of 10 for 110%. Selling in increments, is this a good idea? It's always it's whatever you do to take profits is a good idea. Always. If you're selling a little at a time and it goes a little higher, sell some more, it goes a bit higher. Yeah, nothing wrong with averaging out. Nothing wrong with it at all. If it's virtually a free commission trade or a very low commission trade, you're fine. I got another 200 ATIP 580 average, getting smarter and smarter and smarter here. Have a cash out price of $850. It's sitting at $830. Interesting. I got to take classes so I can option all of this stuff. I can do all these options. It can pay you very well. It can pay you very, very well. Spire looking good again. They're saying Spire right now, $13.89, approaching $14 right now, up to 48 a share. You got to love this. Let's go. Let's see. Take me home, MTTR. What else do we have going on here? Here, time's on your side. It looks like Matterport is chugging. And again, if you've got January calls, you don't have to make a move today at all. You do not have to do anything. Matterport is on a roll. It's being followed. It's growing. It's following. The volumes are high and growing. It's very possible the shares just keep chugging along. I'm not saying they will or won't. They have the capacity here of just chugging along. And if you feel 23 to 25 is your neighborhood, then wait until that point. If that's what you're going to get Monday or Tuesday, say, if it happens, and you now score a $10 sale on your calls, nicely done. Way to go. All right, let's go. Fenville, Chris Condi, thanks. I'm lurking this afternoon after taking a beating on option calls, expired worthless today. 180 put on GameStop, $10 call on CLOV, $40 put on DQ, 10C on TMC, hurting real bad. Fenville, you just got to be writing contracts. That's what you have to do. Anyway, let's see what's going on. Let's go here. Thank you everybody for hanging around. We are 7 minutes away from the close. We're down 185 on the Dow, 42 on S&P. We're down 145 on NASDAQ. No big moves, no big recoveries happening anywhere there. Spire at 13.89, up 2.48. Rocket Lab still down 43 cents at 15.46. We've got SoFi down 34 at 15.16. GameStop up 24 cents now. Matterport at 22.56, up $1.47. ME up 16 cents. SmartRent up 19, just turned it around and came up 19 now. Spire up 250 to 391. ATIP at 356, down 18. Bargain City, absolute bargain city here. Sixterra up 34 cents to 924 right now. Okay, let's see here. What else is going on? Let's see. Spire calls are testing me. This is extremely difficult not to sell. What can I say? You can always sell half of them. If you got more than one, sell half, take some money off the table, hold the other half. If the other half is free, say thank you. May I have another? Who knows? Cheers to everybody from around the world. Today, from a mystery location in Calgary, we're in a suite here at a hotel. We got a really good deal here. We're very happy with this price. Really enjoying the facility here. The management is great. They're taking good care of us. And we're looking at a pretty good internet connection, so I'm very happy with this. And I welcome you all to the show. Join me tonight, 7 o'clock Eastern, for live trivia. I'm looking forward to seeing some of you there. Hopefully you'll pop by. And members only for tonight, 7 o'clock Eastern. 2238 on Matterport, 2244 now on Matterport, and Spire 1365. What a day. Let's go here. What else is happening here? Moving along here. GameStop's starting to move up. Yep, it's been improving a little bit here. We're now still, unfortunately, we're backing off now, down to $1.28, but what a day. Thanks, Uncle Bree, says DQ. I'm sitting on 12.5 and $20 January Matterport calls. Don't need the powder for other moves, so I might just roll the dice and hold on. Well, this is lovely. I know that a lot of you were a couple of weeks ago saying to me, hey, man, I'm sitting on 12.5 and 20s, and I'm down 70%. What the heck's going on? I'm so happy these messages are coming in. I would like to have this happen on all of your other stocks as well, including ME. If anyone's listening at ME, we're up 24 cents on ME, by the way, to 833. Come on, you guys, add a couple bucks to that. I'm glad to see that. And again, I like the look of Matterport. It's a steady climber. It's really improving nicely here. Volume is very impressive. We're now shooting 6.4 million volume on Matterport. Beautiful. Spire 1365 up 224 a share, 6.5 million volume. There is definitely buying come from Canada coming here. I sense it. I can't prove it, but I sense there's a lot of buying from Canada coming in on this Spire. It's going higher too. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, Chris Conde is saying, hey, Fenneville, the way you think is what I want to emulate. Sometimes you win and sometimes you lose, but I think your trading style is fearless. I need to be more like that. NTPC says, I do the same thing, Fenneville. It's impossible to be 100% right all the time, but I've been watching you and you've been making some pretty smooth moves. Don't beat yourself up. Monday's another day. Yay, my ATIP order went through. Stealing stock. Someone call Yoko, have her do some magic. Uncle Bruce, I cashed out. Right on, man. Nicely done. I will roll over. Fenneville, I feel better already being with my Uncle B family. Cheers to all of you. Better next week, starting with the $250 call on GameStop. And away we go. I picked up Spire at 1060 before that crazy run with money from writing Matterport calls. Now that's called making money with money. I love that. Nice grab, nicely done, and I just love seeing these transactions, these kinds of comments. It's beautiful. Let's see here. Let's see what we got here. Sold some Delwyn. I sold some MTTR shares as well to average down into ATIP. Drops. I grabbed some Spire at 918. Michael, another plus for Fidelity. New thing where all buy to close positions under 65 are commission free. Good stuff. Carlos, I have 3 Matterport calls, January, February, and March. I set the January to sell at around 180% profit with a term that's good for 60 days. And at this point, I'll get taken out in a swing any day now. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful. Love that. Beautiful job, everybody. Making some cash. I love it. Very good trading. Spire 1379. Try to take a shot at 14. We have a minute to go in the day. The Dow is now down 135, climbing quite a bit now. S&P down 36, NASDAQ down 131. These indexes have improved about 20% in the last little bit. Again, we're going through the last of the trades here on the quadruple. Some of our stocks may or may not be affected, but we're closing it out here. Looks like Rocket Lab is at 15.49, down 40. SoFi down 40 at 15.10. GameStop down $1.12. Matterport up $1.12. ME up 24. SmartRent up 20. Spire up 236. ATI down 17 to 350, down 20, 354. And Sextera down up 40 at 9:30. IBM down $1.11, Dow down 152, jumping about. We're just going through the bells here, and we'll keep an eye on the final trades. Very well done, everybody. I hope you had a good week this week. Mickey, I've sold one Matterport 17 December 2250, one Spire 15th of October, $15 call, one Rocket Lab 15th of October, $16 call. Am I in danger? Bruce, I love you. I trust you, but I don't believe you. But how am I doing? You're okay. You're fine. You're going to learn all about how to write covered calls. Once you're in them, and you'll pay attention. So welcome to the club. Let's see what happens. Oh gosh, I bought 10 ATIP calls. January 2023, $5 strike for 90 cents each. That's a steal. We have GMTC, new member. Welcome, GMTC, to the club. Glad to have you here. A lot of the existing members are getting new bagel colors right now because they've been here for 6 months, 3 months, 2 months, 1 month. Fantastic, everybody. Welcome all. Larry, thank you for the thumbs ups. Mike, my calls are like 9 cents now, laughing out loud. Nothing wrong with taking profits, Rodrigo. Welcome, GM TC. Welcome, GM from Lair. ATIP is a bargain today, right now. Auntie Island Girl, I'm going to school right now, not working. I want to be a food critic, personal chef, food writer. There you go. And this is how it's done. This is awesome. I love this. I just love this. Welcome, GM from Drops. The naysayers jumped off the boat right before we got the engines restarted, says Michael. Fendeville is laughing. DQ, by the way, Matterport read my message and started dropping for the close. All those calls are covered, by the way, says Mikey. Way to go. Way to go. DM, Uncle Bruce, I knew you were right about Matterport. And 10 days ago, I bought 3 1750s for my sister's Roth. 180% in 10 days right now. Yes. Well done. 1750 contracts. Matterport closing at 2215. Sweet ride, baby. And 2234 right now in the aftermarket. Sweet. That is beautiful. Well done, everybody. Well done. All right, what's going on here? PayPal incoming. Thanks, Uncle Bruce. First option deal. Fantastic. Thank you very much. We'll keep an eye open for it, see if one pops through. Thank you, everybody, for these donations. I just love when you guys make money. It's great. It's great. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for becoming subscribers. Thank you for becoming members of this channel. I do appreciate it very, very much. Here we go. And see if we get this refreshed over here and see what's going on. I got 178 thumbs ups, and I thank you for that. Please keep them coming in if you can. We have 396 watching right now. Hit those thumbs ups button for us. Give us a bit of momentum on YouTube. I'd appreciate it. Now, Roach on a tree. Hey, Uncle B, I just sold 25 shares of ME, and my free Apple share from Robinhood picked up another 100 ATIP at 357. Here we go. There you go. Picking up the cheap stock right there. Rock and roll. Let's see how this plays out. It goes to 750. Are you one happy camper? Larry, Drops Family Garden. Yeah, I scooped up some ATIP yesterday and more today. Sparky, I bought a Spire call earlier this week for $115. Sold it for $3.50. Beautiful, beautiful. AB, $4.99. Donation. Thank you. If ME and Sextera to start moving like Spire, Rocket Lab, Matterport, and I'll probably make 80 to 100 grand profit by New Year's doing nothing. So here's a donation. Well, thank you. Please make $100,000 by the end of the year. Please, all of you make that kind of money. If I could get 5,000 viewers that each make $100,000 each by New Year's, I think there might be some donations coming my way that will help me get a Tesla. That would be pretty good. If you guys can make millions, maybe I can get hundreds. ME making a little run to the finish. There you go. Larry, the bells are ringing. I can't find the bell emoji. Sorry, Larry. Drops. Larry, ATIP keeps dropping, yelling at me, buy me, buy me, buy me. Yes, indeed. Krishna. Thank you, Krishna. I got the PayPal donation. Thank you, Krishna, very much for that. Very appreciative. Let's see. ME running because I just sold some. See, that'll teach you. There you go. 834 up a quarter. Yay! Anti-PC DQ Wedbush adjust Matterport price target to 26 from 22. Maintains outperform rating. That didn't hurt the stock today at all. Why the face says my name is Jonas. Let's see. Oh man. Yeah, Carlos. Facebook, Qualcomm, and ATIP are making me feel like it's the quadruple bitching hour because I want to complain about these drops. By the way, the Dow ended up with a loss of 166, S&P down 41 or so, and Nasdaq down 137. Oil dropped 65 cents. Okay, my name is Jonas. Thank you, Mar Wilkinson. Thank you for the donation on PayPal. Appreciate it. My name is Jonas Matterport. 7.5 million volume in the last minute. I didn't think so. Let's see, 14.4 million on the day. Could that have been in the last minute? Could it have been that heavy? I'm not sure. Interesting though. Yeah, interesting. Sorry, Sell My House says, sorry for my absence today, Uncle Bruce. I'm in Hershey, PA, at the largest RV show in the continental United States. Oh, I'd love to be there for that. I'd love to kind of hang around an RV show for a day or two. Don't know if my legs could keep me going long enough though. But man, that'd be something. My name is Jonas. Is my chart broken? Auntie, I need ME to run to 9. I want ME to go to 20. And then you guys will be in the chips like you can't believe. DM, my name is Jonas Refresh. I'm seeing 150,000 candle here. Michael, ME is CYXT, SoFi are next. They're ready to roll, especially SoFi. There we go. Welcome, GM, says DQ. My name is Jonas. Still seeing 7.5 in the total volume of 16.4 million. I just buy the dip, says Adventures. With Duncan, how you doing, buddy? Look at that GameStop volume. Was there any? What did we do today on GameStop today? Let me clear this up right over here and take a peek. GameStop, 2.2 million. Yeah, quiet, really. 205.20 last trade. Those of you who wrote 210s, 220s, they all died worthless. Those of you who wrote 200s, only 5 in the money. If you wrote them for 10, they're only worth 520 on the end of the day here. If you wrote 190s and you brought in $10, you lost 5, but your stock's up 15. There you go. On the other hand, if you rolled them over into 220s and 210s or 220s, you're doing okay. So rock and roll, man. Let's see. DM says, my name is Jonas. I do see 16.4 million volume. My name is Jonas. This must be a glitch. I see it in multiple stocks. In fact, I see it on all stocks. It just could be a glitch here. Okay, cashed out 4,000. Galaxy says, cashed out $4,000 on Matterport. Should I get more ME for January or go further out? If you're going to get MEs, January's, yeah, I mean, if you can go longer out, that would be great. If you can pick off, you can scoop 750s or 10s, or if they offer 8s or 9s, I'd look at those. See what's available. Yeah, drops, no bell. Larry, Sell My House fast over. Share that wonderful chocolate smell with us. Galaxy, I made $4,000 profit. Thanks, Uncle B. Thank you. Well done. Jen Doe, are you still doing trivia tonight? Yes, 7 o'clock tonight. I have to load up the show after I shut this one down. Yep, we're doing trivia tonight, 7 o'clock Eastern. Come and join us. Don't forget, tip your uncle when you realize those gains, says DM. Wise words. Wise words. Help us pay for this. Help us pay for this hotel. And tomorrow, I'm going in for the dreaded root canal at my dentist. I'm getting a root canal tomorrow. I need dentist money. Oh my gosh. I love it, Uncle B. See you all back to wage slaving. You see you all soon. Back to wage slaving. My name is Jonas. How much volume do you have on GameStop? 3.6? I'm showing 2 something. Uncle B, would it be worth selling ATIP shares at a 50% loss and buy 250 January 23 calls without using more cash? Should I just buy the options and dump the stock instead? What I don't know in your case is like for every 100 shares you have now of stock, How many contracts can you get? Would it be more than 100? Would it be more than one contract? It's kind of what I'm trying to figure. So if you sold the stock, would you get two contracts? Like if you sold 100 shares, would you get two contracts that controls 200 shares? Three contracts? Four contracts? What's the leverage gain? Like, can you get a nice leverage gain? Then it might be worth your while because that's 2023, which I like. My PayPal coming too for first Spire, February 18, 22, $20 put. Oh, beautiful job. Beautiful job. Michael, I need 3.7 million here. British shilling. If we make millions, you can have a Tesla. You can have a Tesla each. All right. Have a great weekend, everybody. What a great week we had for MTTR. Yippee-ki-yay. Sounds like a $100,000 challenge. There you go. I am FOA. I don't know what that means. Let's go. I'm about to get a whole new digit on the account. Total line. You'll get a percentage of these MTR calls when they sell, says Scott. Beneville, love to hear the sound of PayPal donation coming. My Uncle B is on the run and he needs help. That's it. We're running. DM, my name is Jonas. It's including after hours for me in eTrade Pro as of 379 as of now. Pete, sold an MTTR call for 164% profit, and I bought two SoFi 15s for April with the cash. I expect my dear pal Warren will be on the phone soon to recruit me any minute now. There you go. Beautiful. British, yippee, that's my personal goal. Turn my four-figure sum into a six-figure sum. Dr. Walter, off to bed. See you all next week for more fun and games in the market. You take care, buddy. Thank you for being here as always. Drops, Fenville. Too bad the notification doesn't play man on the run. Larry, good night, Dr. Walter. Island Girl, good night, Walter. Mirko, Matterport shows 2144 traded in Market Watch. 21.44 traded. Let me take a peek again on this here. Matterport now. I'm showing 14.4 million, so I don't know. And I'm showing Matterport now on the aftermarket 2.2 million. 2.2 million in the aftermarket on Matterport at 229. That's what I'm showing. That's stunning. That's in what 11 minutes? Is that right? Are we sure? That's amazing. I don't know if it's a block trade or what to make of it. That's wild, man. That is wild stuff. Interesting. I'm not sure if it's a glitch though. Is it real or Memorex? I don't know. Yeah, I'm wondering here. 23andMe is showing 900,000 traded. This might not be accurate, but we might be out by like hundreds of thousands of shares. GameStop showing 218,000 shares traded in the aftermarket. Having trouble believing that. Spire 5,700. That makes more sense. 5,700 traded on Spire at 1328 last trade, down 44. Closed the day at 1372. So I don't know. We'll see what the time will tell if this is accurate or just not. Rocket Lab 1547 on 147,000. I'm not sure if that's true. And let's see if I get any more coming up here. Waiting for some other views. Here we go. SoFi 1509 close, 1516 aftermarket, 7.5 million. I don't think so. I don't buy that. Something's not quite right. ATIP up 8 cents to 359 in the aftermarket on 111,000. Highly unusual volume for a stock. Hey, we'll see. All right. Bruce, was it Carnival that you suggested buying puts? No, Royal Caribbean. Royal Caribbean is the one. The $82 stock. A Matterport, 16.4 million on Active Trader Pro. Yeah, I don't know if that's real. DM, Mirko, don't think so. Even with AH, Avatar is 16.3. Yeah, I don't know. DM, GME is at 379. That's weird. Yeah, I think we got weird volume prices. Bruce, forget the office chair. You are mobile now. Channel your inner George Costanza and get your geriatric motorized scooter on. There you go. And if we have trouble, just pick it up and put it over there and get back in it and keep going. Just like George did. Yay, trivia. Yes, indeed. We're on tonight. Dentists make all their money on root canals. Oh, I will be dropping some money on a root canal tomorrow. Yes. And then I have another procedure on Wednesday, which is my birthday, by the way. I'm going in on my birthday for another dental appointment. That's how bad it is. I got to get stuff done. And then I got another appointment within a week after that, and I might have two more. Oh, Uncle Bruce has got problems. My name is Jonas. I see really large candles on all stocks in my Links trading workstation while white labeled Interactive Broker Salute Station in Germany, trying to verify. Yeah, I don't know if this is real or not. Ron Williams, you've made me a bundle on those MTTR calls. Sold enough of my calls to pay for investment plus 75% profit. Playing with the house money now. Now I'll try my hand at writing calls and puts. Yes, way to go, you guys. If Rocket Lab hits like 40 and everything else Bruce recommended hits around 25 by the end of the year, I'm like 70 to 80 grand profit just on calls. This is crazy. I need one of those cryogenic freezing tubes. Gasp. Oh my. So if I never realize gains, I don't have to send Bruce any dough. There you go. Drops family laughing out loud. Sell 200 shares and pick up 5 January 23 250 calls. So you're going from 200 shares to 500 shares of leverage on the calls for January 2023. I like that. I like the fact that you're into 250s. You're in the money. The stock goes to 550, just 550. Your $3 book value. It goes to 750. You got a $5 book value. Yeah, I like that. And that, of course, $5 book value plus premium, you'll probably be trading at $7 a contract, which is $3,500 versus the $700 you're selling him for. Okay, my name is Jonas Matterport. After hours, 2.2 million. I don't know if that's real. Michael, my name, that doesn't seem right. Same thing, Michael. I'm an active trader pro, and the volume has barely budged since after hours started. Galaxy, hey, thank you for this $10 donation. Thank you. Thanks, Uncle B, for trying to make us 100 grand by the end of the year and for the 4K. You got it. Why the hey? What the hey? Hey, sell my house. There are many cows here too, if you know what I mean. So the smell is a mixture of chocolate and cows in Hershey, Pennsylvania. Get the drift there. Yeah, my name is Jonas. You see, I'm saying something is fishy here. Sven is here. So I wrote Rocket Lab September 17 puts when it dropped on Monday, a strike 40, and I got 26.44. Rocket Lab finished at 15.41. So did I really get lucky, or am I still exercised on Monday? So, okay, so you're going to have to buy the stock at 40, okay? You got 26.40 for it, so you got to come up with the difference between 26.40 and 40. So you need to come up with $13.60. And thank you from Dave Queenan. Thanks, Dave. Thanks, Dave, very much for that donation on PayPal. Okay, so you got to come up with $13.60 to buy the Rocket Lab. All right, you can get $15.41 if you sell it in the open market. So you're ahead $1.80 on this deal. You're a winner. Winner, chicken dinner. So there you go. Now, what you can do if you wish, if you buy them, once you get them, you have them, you can either hold them and see what they want to do. You can write a call option against them if you want to write a call option for next month for $15 or $17.50 or whatever. Or you can just sell them, turn around, and write another put for maybe next Friday or the one after. Again, you make the call. There you go. I like it. Sven, well done. I'm thinking glitch. That can't be right, says Pete. We're talking about the volumes here. Oh, then let's agree that this is a glitchy fish. Larry, sell my house fast. I'm from Southern Maryland too, so I'm used to that. Laughing out loud, Calvert County. The chocolate and the cows. The chocolate from the cows. Gonna get exercised on Matterport covered calls. Wondering if I wait to buy back in or pour the money into something that's lower right now, like Rocket Lab or SoFi. Let's see how it looks on Monday. Too early to tell. Thank you so much, keeping me grounded, says Theo. Thank you also for that PayPal donation. You guys are great. These PayPal donations are phenomenal because 96% of these proceeds land in Jennifer and our account. because the handling fees are only about 3-4%. So you guys are fantastic. This was from Alberto Abeliz. Thank you, my man. Thank you for keeping me grounded. Thank you. You betcha. And thanks for helping out. We're going for a root canal tomorrow, and you guys are helping out. I appreciate it. Evan, 1.39 million in the first minute of GameStop aftermarket can't be right. I don't think so. Yeah, it can't be right. A happy birthday, Uncle Bruce. Next Wednesday, I'm going in for dental work next Wednesday too. Laughing Gas birthday minus the root canal can be fun though. There you go. Larry, what is a good strike price for RCL put? I would recommend you get at the money or in the money on the puts. Don't be going way out to try to get a cheap contract. Go in, but go long. Go way into next year. I mean, a year from now. Go really long if you can, because then you'll get. I think you'll get some benefit here. Bruce, thanks for all the help. Says David. Today was a bigly. Why do ME and SoFi suck? Someone's got to suck. It's just their turn. It's nothing personal. It's just the suckorama. It's a turn. It turns around, and everyone goes on the suckorama from time to time. But then they come out of it, and patience, my friend. It's all going to be all right, excluding ATIP. That on that estimation, by the way. There you go. Where am I here? We share a birthday, Uncle Bruce. I'll be waiting by the phone for your call if you're smelling what I'm stepping in. Verdi, Tio, you haven't steered me wrong yet. I hope your travels are going smooth. Thank you. We're working on it. Larry, 85s if you can afford them, says DQ. Christina, I really hope SoFi takes off. I am so down. Or maybe the 80s. Anti drop family. The notification should only play Yoko. That's all it should do. Maybe I need to take the options class. I need to take the option classes, but assuming my shares aren't called away by then, when should I look to roll over my Rocket Lab October 15th $16 covered call? I expect to hit that 16 again easily. Well, you've got October, so if Rocket Lab goes higher here to the 20 mark, you can always roll them over into 20s or 22.50s for December, and you'll buy these back and write those and probably get just as much money, maybe more. And you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Michael, our Rocket Lab is semi-volatile. I'd buy back on a dip. Ron Williams, thank you, Ron Williams, for a $50 super sticker. Hey, man, that is awesome sauce. Thank you very, very much. It all adds up. We thank you. Uncle Bruce, all the weird volume, can it just be funds repositioning, do triple witching, quadruple witching? Anything is possible, but I don't know if this is real or not. But anything is possible. It could be just trades back and forth. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. You're a hero, Bruce. Thank you. Look for a 7 Delta, Larry. Ron Williams, way to go, man. T-Bone, I've been sitting on 8 $25 Matterport calls for the longest, and they are finally seeing green. I'm shook. When SoFi gets into the $20 range, I'll need someone to pick me up off the floor. Well, there you go, T-Bone. You just hang around long enough. I think don't you have January's, those Matterports? Are those not January? I hope they are. If they are, you're going to be just fine. I think you're going to be just fine. Sure looking good out there, isn't it? What a day. What a week. Such fun. Never a dull moment. Welcome everybody to the show. My name is Jonas. DQ volume on MarketWatch just changed from 2.5 to 4.4 to 2.2. Nasdaq.com also showing 2.2 on Matterport. I think it's broken either way. There you go. 0.7 or around 70% says anti. Carlos, looks to me that someone needed to end the week with GameStop below 205. Yes, Jan 22. Right on, buddy. T-Bone, I think you're going to make money here. Matterport is just looking great. I think that the awareness is really building here. So, let it go. I mean, if it goes to 24, 25, you'll be, should be better off yet. But nice going, man. Nice going. Jonathan, don't have time to stay. Just popping in to give you a thumbs up before I head back to work. We appreciate you, Bruce. Thank you, Jonathan. I appreciate it. We have thumbs ups now on this show. 228 thumbs ups from you guys. I appreciate these. If you're able to swing another one or two, if you can find a way to give me a thumbs up, please hit it hard. Help a guy out. Help a poor YouTuber grow his channel a little further. That would come in handy. 237 thumbs ups, only 10 down. Some of these stocks are coming around for you, and you deserve it. You've been waiting it out. You've been toughing it out. You've been averaging down, and you've been just tolerating the stress, and you're beginning to see a bit of results here and there. We're waiting now for Rocket Labs, SoFi. We're waiting for 23andMe to break out. Hopefully today was the beginning of a beginning. We're waiting now for ATIP to bring in a new CEO and turn that thing around. Sextera, want to see that thing keep popping. I want to see the first Sextera takeover deal. I want to see one of those happen. This Spire takeover, it looks great. It's really working out. The street loves the Sextera deal, and hopefully those shares will just keep right on rocking. 250 thumbs ups right there. Look at that, you guys. That's awesome. Thank you so much for popping those up there. I really appreciate it. Let's see. Dave, CNBC claiming unusual options activity on Matterport today. Yep, tons of folks cashed out finally, and this could only be the beginning. What if on Monday they go up $5? Now what are you going to do? Are you going to be mad at me? Hopefully you won't be. But 22.25, what a run on Matterport. We can't complain, can we? It's been good. Looking at the week, I mean, look at this chart for the week on Matterport. Look at that. That's pretty nice. That's a nice looking chart there. Holy cow, that looks good. Here's a month. Look at the month on Matterport. Look at that chart for a month. Oh, that is a pretty looking chart. Man, even the 3-month chart. Look at this. Holy cow. This is good stuff, you guys. So, yeah, I want you guys to get rich. Look at your Spire. Look at that. $10 during the SPAC days, and then down after the SPAC was done. A little recovery, down again, and then a shot with this deal. But again, I come back to the fact that every one of these SPACs that you bought into, that I recommended, they're all cash rich. They're all capable of cutting a deal with anyone else. They could cut takeover deals with private or public companies all over the place. And just like Spire, they could just take off $5, $6, $8. No problem at all. Because the street will get it. They'll figure it out and go, oh, geez, these guys are sitting on hundreds of millions of dollars of cash. They're on the acquisition trail. They're going to grow their company's size dramatically, and public companies trade at a higher multiple than private companies do. And so here you go. You add $1 billion in assets by buying $1 billion in assets, but it trades at 10 billion market cap. Whoa, the stock's a double. Maybe 150% move on your stock. Get ready, kids. We're only just beginning here. We're only just started. Michael held those Spire calls from 90% to 400%. Was a hell of a ride. Sure is. British. I just poured my first drink. There you go. AB, for some reason, I have a feeling that ME going to explode in some crazy way. Been too low, too long, and too many heavy hitters. That's right. That's what I keep reminding you guys as much as I can. The people involved in ME are so powerful, so well connected. Watch out. When ME goes, it's really gonna go. Yeah, I agree. I think that's exactly it. Larry Titus, way to go. I cashed out. Thanks. It was fun. Way to go, KW. Right, DQ. When you buy puts or calls, you're looking for a 0.7 delta. When you sell a covered call or a CSP, you want to look at a 0.3 delta. There's all kinds of ways to do this. T-Bone, nice job, Mike. What a relief. British, at that rate, MTR will hit 50 before the year is out. I won't bet on it, though. We'll see how it goes. Cheers from British Shilling. We have Abram Jimenez. Thank you for that super sticker. Appreciate that donation. $5. Thank you, sir. Michael Auntie sounded like a goddamn pro now. I love it. British. Michael, she always has. AB, if Matterport hits 50 at the end of the year, my holdings of it would cover more than my initial capital investment and everything else. And the rest of my portfolio gains are house money. Nice. David, I sold 2 25s for October. So, yeah, I'll be pissed laughing out loud. Buying calls or puts 70% or higher, selling or writing a call or put 30% or lower. There you go. Laugh aloud. Stop it, Michael. Stop it. Everyone's laughing. Oh, there you go, kids. Another fun day, another fun week on the markets. Let's hope we have even more fun next week. I sure like the way the table is being set on some of these stocks here. We are getting a lot better looking scenarios here. I love this. Have yourselves a great weekend. If I see you tonight at 7 o'clock Eastern, it'll be great. Come and join us for some trivia. We'll be on at 7 o'clock tonight on this channel for members and on Traveling with Bruce for members over there. Otherwise, I'll catch you on Monday where I do 4 live shows, 2 on this channel, 2 on the other, starting at 8:30 in the morning, Monday morning, 1 hour before the opening. Let's see if any more brokerage firms initiate coverage on our stocks, upgrade their price targets. It's a good day today. It's been a good week this week with a number of calls. I like the way this is going. Fantastic. Here we go, Michael. So with the money I've made over the last few weeks, my subscription should be good for a decade or 2. See y'all at 7 o'clock for trivia, says Larry, or question mark. Farragon, I'm just listening tonight. Auntie, you can't leave yet, Bruce. You can't leave. I have to leave. I have to finish my trivia questions. I got a little running around to do with Jen, getting ready for tonight, and then away we go. I'll tell you right now, we've got things happening, and we're excited. We're in our first hotel now, out of our daughter's place. We're in our first hotel, and thank you all for helping us and being with us and subscribing to us and becoming members. Love it, and let's make a bunch of dough. Simple as that. We'll just keep following our favorites and just let them go, let them run. Let's see what we can do here through thick and thin. We'll be here. Where's my pink bagel? Take care, Bruce. Enjoy the spa and hot tub. Erica, my wife took a weekend trip with the girls, so the boys are going to join trivia. There you go. That's a nice Motel 6. Uncle B, you got a nice Motel 6 there with that pool and jacuzzi and internet and yeah, that's a nice Motel 6. Well, thank you. Nice guess. Thanks, everybody. John, have a good one. Anti-PC, you take care. DQ, yeah, my bagel didn't change yet. Wonder what that renewal date is. It could be next couple of days. Might be tonight, tomorrow. Keep your eye open. Bagels will be changing. They're going to be changing like crazy now. Thank you, all of you, for being members and keeping an eye on your bagel colors. Rookies, Michael, rookies. Bama Babe, have a great weekend. You too, Bama Babe. Thanks, everybody. Have a good one. Farragon, take care. And all the rest of you guys, we'll see you Monday morning at 8:30 or tonight at 7 o'clock for trivia. Alrighty, guys. Have a good one. Trivia. Last list kitchen items and storage needed for bagel preparation. Mine will be pink tomorrow, says British Shilling. The pink bagel is coming. All right, guys. Take care. We'll talk to you later. Bye for now.